Well, good morning, community. Good morning, brothers, sisters, survivors. This morning, I was supposed to have a guest on named Donna Russo. I'm going to have to reschedule her because she's having technical issues and unable to make the show this morning. So it's you and I, community. It's you and I. And really, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I don't do this show to glamour you or entertain you. I do this to inspire you, to give you hope, to help you find life after stroke. And there's Sherry Patterson. And she got her name on there. Look at that. There was Sherry Patterson from Niagara Falls, the East Coast. So we got the West Coast meets the East Coast. Great. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for being out there. Sherry Donna is not able to get on this morning. I don't know what's happening. But it gives me time. I'll reschedule and get Donna Russo back on the show when possible. As soon as possible. Because I really, really want you to meet her. She's amazing. And the reason I have someone other than a stroke survivor because I want you, community, to see there are many people that battle survival, battle as a warrior, turn from victim to warrior, to driver. And that really kind of drives my topic today. Here at Stroke TV meeting, the Stroke of Genius podcast, Survivor Experience. Really, the cornerstone of who and what we are in the future. Who and what you are is a decision you make. And it really comes down to mindset. There she is. Donna made it. Hold on. Oh my gosh, guys, go great. She goes, hey, good morning, Donna.
How are you?
I am so happy you're here, honey.
Me too. I'm so excited to see you here.
So I will have this intro all planned out for you. Let me plug back up because I really want people to know about who you are. And let me pull up. I made a little punch list because I want to make sure that this is people. These are a few things Donna has accomplished in her life. And then when Donna is battling and is a thriver of muscular dystrophy. And Donna is, get this, she's an actress, public speaker. She has danced at many national touring shows. Donna has appeared on TV and film projects. You can check her work out on I'm Mob, the streaming service. Check it out. So go look at her. And I'm gonna, Donna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna pull up I made a QR code for your website. Take a look at her website. Scan that QR code. Go to Donna's website. You're gonna be amazed. This morning, I shared a video of her dancing. Amazing. I mean, I'm in a wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair for 13 years. And you won't see me dancing. And I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing what she does. Again, it's not survivor muscular dystrophy, a thriver muscular dystrophy. So let's get right into it. I'll say, good morning, Donna. How are you?
Good morning, Aaron. I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to be here with you, and it's exciting. I like talking with you.
Yeah, you amaze me. Now, let's start out first thing. Because I think my people are used to seeing stroke survivors, but can you give us a brief overview of what muscular dystrophy is?
Well, the muscular dystrophy I have, FSH, is it robs your muscles slowly. And at first, you might not be able to, raise a hand, or you might feel a difference in your muscle strength. Um, and so I did. When I was a child, I could not whistle, but I didn't think that had anything to do with a muscular dystrophy at all. But later on, when I couldn't raise my arm after going to the gym and doing multiple arm exercises, I thought, "What's going on?" And I thought, I'm just tired, right? So then it happened years later, maybe 3 years or 4 years later, with the other arm not working properly. And then I got it, investigated it, and find out what it is.
Now, at what age did it start occurring? How old were you?
What is the? I'm sorry.
What age did you start realizing something's wrong?
Oh, like about in my 40s, 46 maybe, because that's when I did the gym really hard on my arm and I couldn't really reach it. When I had when I couldn't um, when I couldn't whistle, I didn't think anything of it. But muscular dystrophy (FSH) has to do with facioscapulohumeral muscles. So that's in the face and the shoulders, and it can hit your legs, and it can creep up on you, as they say.
Now, there is no cure. There is no stopping, is there? And
Well,
they,
they're working on it, but they're doing some things. God bless the scientists and things, but they're trying very hard to come up with something.
now, you're in a wheelchair like me.
A wheelchair, yes, and
So you
yeah,
dance in a wheelchair.
yes, I'm in a wheelchair, and yeah, I also can. I use a walker for like short.
So you can walk a little bit with a walker.
Yeah, well, right now I have just recovered from a kneecap accident where I fractured my knee, so I'm working on the walker with PT. So we're hoping that um, I can take a few steps in forward.
Yeah,
So,
because I want you dancing and you're holding onto a stool.
yes,
I say with that guy, it was a beautiful dance,
thank you.
but you won't go. I would have to ask Donna, what is the biggest battle you face? What is the hardest thing you overcome by muscular dystrophy? What is it? It's all hard, but is there one thing that stands out in your mind that's harder than on the rest?
Well, I think with everybody, whatever um, things that happen to you in life, whether you have stroke, whether you have muscular dystrophy, you kind of have to try to adapt as much as you can uh, to keep going. And it's a series of adaptations. Like when you dance, you know, your partner has to know a lot about your dance partner has to know a lot about how your body is moving now, and you just have to change the way and dance the way you move now, which is different, and it's a little hard when you've done it for so long and you can move and leap, and then now I can't do all those things, but I have to change it.
Yeah, it's very similar to stroke. Stroke hits you like lightning. You're all of a sudden normal. Like I was normal. I was a business owner and did outdoorsman. And one morning my life changed in a blink of an eye. And I would think it's harder having muscular dystrophy where it's a progressive disease. It is not instant. It slowly comes on. You live 40 years of your life normal without any issues. Then slowly you begin to realize you got weak things change slowly. But to me, that's harder and harder. But I will say what amazed me with you when I first met you, and the reason I want you on the show is mindset. You still, you don't just curl up in a ball and say, okay, well, I'm going to die. You thrive. You want to live life to the fullest. Good for you. And Sherry's out there. Sherry Patterson is from Niagara Falls, and she says, "Boom." She is. We're all very proud of you. You're doing a great job. And was it? It refresh your memory. Was it Jerry Lee Lewis? I'm dating myself. Was it Jerry Lee Lewis? Was he? Didn't he do his telethons for muscular dystrophy?
It was him that he did a lot of telethons and a lot of work uh,
Yeah.
raising money. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that would be so neat if we could do. We'll talk about that because I think we can use a platform and pick a donation place and try to do a telethon. It'd be fun, a little show. But I want people to realize no matter what your ailment, no matter what your disease, no matter what you're battling in life, it's going to come down to your mindset. So, how did you change your mindset from "oh poor me" to "I'm gonna live again"? What is it that inspired you?
Well, I have my days. I have my moments where things are just a little too much. But what kept me going was I wanted to be uh, maybe an example that if you want to still dance, maybe you can with a different way. I had a passion inside me to continue dancing, even though I had muscle problems. It just was inside of me that I wanted to continue and dance the way I dance now. Um, so when you have a passion, it's inside your heart. So it's really hard to ignore it or uh, push it aside.
I've done. I can tell you, Bully, I absolutely have a passion for helping stroke survivors. It's what I do. It's who I am. I absolutely love it and will not stop till I throw dirt in my face. But I think you bring up a really valuable golden nugget, which is passion, purpose. I'm telling anybody out there that's watching this live or on the replay, you need to find your passion and your gift. I believe, and I believe that everybody that's born is born with a God-given gift. And it is your responsibility as a person to find that gift. How do you define that gift? It's the easiest thing. It's the hardest thing you do in life with the least amount of effort. All right, so it's the best thing you do in your life with the least amount of effort. And like you just heard Donna say, dancing, she loved it. She had a passion. It came easy for her. She loved it. So Donna, I really can relate to passion. I really can. But let's now for anybody out there, what are some of the early signs of muscular dystrophy? Is it a weakness only?
Well, there's many different muscular dystrophy, and I don't know all of them, but uh, I just know that muscle weakness is a lot. Is a big sign. Um, and if I had known anything about whistling or facial issues coming up, I would have kind of known that maybe there was something wrong. But I didn't. I was just a little girl. I was just in a show, and they just wanted me to sing and whistle, and one of which I couldn't. And I went to my father and I said, "What am I going to do? They want me to whistle, and I can't whistle." And I tried and tried, and what ended up happening was I just hummed it. I just I just hummed.
Okay. A true actress get did you pivot, you do what it takes. You and I were having trouble getting you on the show this morning on the podcast, and just pivot. I was ready to do a show all by myself. I'm so glad you came up, but I think I think I want to focus back on that passion. That is really the driving force you and I have. Because I have my passion, it's different. I'm a gift, so you have a gift. But I think it's important. I need we have to realize Donna and I have our days. I just had one probably 2 days ago, Donna. Where you question whether it's worth it. You question whether it's just hard. The wheelchair pain is bad. It's bad. But how do you overcome? And I'm probably going to get a redundant because I think it's important. How do you overcome those days of negative hardship? How do you overcome them?
I, Aaron, I just try to keep busy with like, talking to people like this, like we're doing now. I, I, I like to be involved with, I guess, helping people. So that keeps my mind away from my problems. So, like, if I want to teach kids, I'm teaching a little bit some kids on Sunday, and that keeps me planning and doing and being creative. And so, if you can occupy yourself or think of other things you like to do, recently I started to draw. I just was drawing things for some get well cards for some people in the rehab where I was recently for my kneecap. That kept me really busy. Um, and with Donna on the Go that Peggy Lane created, we she had an outlet for me, and I just enjoyed doing those shows. So you just whatever it is that will keep your mind occupied, so that you don't think of yourself. Like if you do things for other people, it takes you away. Yeah.
That is the key. And I really believe that's what keeps me going. Because I believe that that gift I spoke about earlier, that everybody listening to this needs to find within themselves. If you focus on that, it's designed to serve others. It's really what it's for. It's not, it's, and that will, if you, I'm going to say, I'm repeat a quote my spiritual mentor told me: where your focus goes, your energy flows.
Uh,
So if you focus on how hard stroke or any other or muscular dystrophy is, that's your energy will flow. Negative, dark, whatever. But if you flip that and go, I'm going to start serving people. I'm going to help other people with muscular dystrophy, with stroke, whatever ailment you're battling, and you begin to use your time, your energy, your focus on others. It gets you through the hard times. And that really does, Don, doesn't it? And when you're in the zone, so to speak, and you're dancing, you don't think about how bad your life is, do you?
yeah.
I mean, the reason that Donna and I cannot look at, we don't focus on how hard life is, we don't want our energy to flow. Now, I'm curious, Don, are you, now you've been on many places, but have you toured, what's the furthest country you toured and performed in?
I've done a lot in the states,
Yeah,
mostly here in the USA. Uh,
great.
I did modern dancing. I did Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Magic Camera, and I loved it.
You
Yeah.
know, it's amazing. So many of us, so many people like us, let our ailment, our disease, whatever find limit us.
Yeah.
We before we even try, people don't step on and give it a go. What did you have? Did you have a fear when before you? I'm assuming you're a performer before your muscular dystrophy, correct?
Yes, I was dancing since I was 10 years old. So I always loved it. I always did it in, in grade school. I did it in high school. And again, college, I got a BA in dance. And so it's always been there. And actually, when you say where's the farthest I've performed, it has to do with also with Donna On The Go, that was in several award winning, we were award winning in festivals, film festivals. So, and they were all over, like England and, you know, France. And we sent it to festivals outside of the US as well. So I guess that's like showing your work in other places, which is which is so nice. You know, that's what you love to, you know, just give yourself
Yeah, give yourself. That's it.
in
Give up.
vulnerable positions. Yeah.
I mean, that's really how inspiring is that. Listen, people, give of yourself. Give yourself to others and service to them. I am something God has been dealing with me on is being a servant leader. And where I am not worried about myself, I'm worried about taking care of you. And that's what Donna does. I knew it. I watch your performance, amazing.
Uh,
And good, good.
no, no, no. I'm just thanking you for watching because I know a lot of people, everybody has a schedule that's busy and, you know, they're doing things. And uh, to watch anything is a lot of it's your time. So I really, really appreciate that when people say something about it or, you know, have watched it. I really get emotionally, you know,
Well, for me, it's watching you in a wheelchair. There's two ways I could do this. I could live my life dark, depressed, and in which you're unable to walk. And if you're walking a walker, you walk better than me. So, I mean, but again, it goes back to where your focus goes, your energy flows in this life. And I just, like you, don't focus on my negative parts of my life. I focus on the positive. But you know, Don, I gotta know your mindset, the mindset that overcomes your disease, your limitations in life. That mindset doesn't come easy.
though.
So you go through hard times like all of us. So I'm curious, what battles do you face? Because I don't know much about muscular dystrophy. When you say you have those hard days, what does that mean?
Mostly it means like I can't reach things or I can't raise my arm or I can't dance like I used to, but I do dance in a different way. And um, when you need assistance, you know, when things get so hard, like you can't make your own breakfast or you can't get out of bed as easily, it's it takes a toll on you, you know. But then I have to say, well, look at what things you're doing, you know, and focus on that. Focus on what am I doing
Yeah,
now?
you know, that's so amazing because you just reinforce what I was saying earlier because I know it's had to be that place, honey. Is that when you turn dark and it gets hard, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because Donna and you and me, any other stroke survivor, anybody battling any other disease, you can't focus on the negative. Did you hear what Donna just said? She shifted her focus on her dancing, what she's doing, and all of a sudden her attitude changes. And that is why I believe mindset is absolutely key to what we do. And I want to thank you so much for being here. I want to thank you. Our show is only 30 minutes. So I got to ask one question. If there's one thing that you would give, say, someone facing hard times, facing a difficult time in life, and you were to give them advice how to cope with it, what would you tell them?
I would say that try to find avenues where you can be of assistance to someone else. Try to think of things you can do that will take your mind off of what your challenge is. And here's one. I'm trying to get over this, but don't be so wrapped up in what other people's thoughts of you are. You know, and I'm trying to more let people help me. Let them help if they are so kind to do so.
Oh, I do know. In fact, a lot of times earlier on in my stroke, it bothered me because you and I were independent. And all of a sudden you can become dependent. That's probably one of the hardest things that I face as a stroke survivor, and probably you face as someone battling muscular dystrophy. As I watch my wife do everything. My wife fixes the house, fixes the plumbing, cuts the yard, does everything, and that's hard to take. But I think it kind of goes back to our focus, Donna. We need to let people do it because you know what? They love us. They're doing it. I mean, I really cannot. But I think there's one nugget I want everybody to really, really hear what Donna's saying. Do service for others. Get your mind off yourself, situation, and shift your mind. Don't you agree to shift your mind to others?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that really is key. Donna, show's over. I can't thank you enough for being there. It goes by so quick. And I hope we get to work together again. Thank you very much for being
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me here. This has been a joy, and you're just wonderful. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, Donna. Have a great day. And by the way, I did ask you where you're located.
Oh, in California.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are. We're out in California.
Right now, Palm Desert.
Oh, you're down south. Okay. Well, I want you to have a great day, Donna. I love you and thank you for being here on the podcast today.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Like what you just heard? Visit c-suiteradio.com. C-Suite Radio, turning the volume up on business.